swelling, headache or a rash, asthma, colitis, fatigue, or gas. What will today's symptom be? My loopy life with lupus. Hi everyone. So today is May the 16th, and that means it is Wear Purple Day for Lupus Awareness Month. And that means it's day 16 of Lupus Awareness Month. So I am here in my purple shirt. I've got some purple earrings. And I am also wearing my purple Lupus Awareness bracelet that I made. I'm still selling these till the end of May. They're $10 a piece, and all of the proceeds go to Lupus Ontario. And my Medic Alert bracelet even has a little purple symbol on it. So I am already in my purple. For today's video, I am going to be reading another story from a lupus patient. And it is again from the quarterly newsletter from Lupus Ontario. And this person's name is Valerie Flynn. And this is basically her story. Lupus and goal setting. I was 16 years old when I knew something in my body wasn't quite right. I was writing high school exams and my hands were turning white and purple. I also woke up one morning and was completely stiff and had extreme difficulty moving. I will never forget it. My mom and nurse knew that further testing needed to be done to figure out why I was experiencing these unusual symptoms. I had extensive blood workup and was diagnosed with mixed connective tissue disorder with a lupus component. By the time I was finished university, I was experiencing rheumatoid arthritis and Plaquenil was prescribed, which seemed to control my symptoms for a few years. I even felt good enough to train to run the Scotiabank Half Marathon in the year 2000 and completed it successfully. Not long after completing the half marathon in 2000, I became extremely symptomatic again and needed stronger medications, including injections of methotrexate that I had to administer myself. It wasn't a good time in my life. I was very frustrated. I could no longer run. Some days walking around the block was a real struggle, and even doing simple tasks most people take for granted on a daily basis, such as holding a fork and brushing my teeth, were difficult. Eventually, my rheumatoid arthritis settled down again with the right mix of medications. I began to make walking my main source of exercise. This lasted about 3 years until I began to experience skin rashes and a high level of fatigue. My rheumatoid arthritis was also flaring up frequently, causing me a lot of pain. Yet again, I knew something wasn't quite right, and my doctors found the same. They found a high level of protein in my urine, and a kidney biopsy followed shortly thereafter. This was when they told me that I was having kidney issues and informed me that I now had a definite lupus diagnosis in May 2007. It took almost a full 2 years with a lot of trial and error with medications to get into remission. Unfortunately, I did not respond to many of the drugs that most people in my position would have responded to, so it was a very trying time in my life. I just wanted to feel better and more like myself. With the help of the right combination of medication, cyclosporin, azathioprine, prednisone, and Plaquenil, I was finally feeling better. I was determined to make some significant life changes, and I set some goals for myself in hopes to keep pain and further kidney issues out of my life. I have made a number of lifestyle changes since 2009. They include eating far better, doing regular exercise, mainly walking and gentle yoga, and going for massages and reflexology treatments. All of these changes help keep my stress level in control. which in turn has allowed me to maintain a 40-pound weight loss for the last 2 years and has kept rheumatoid arthritis flare-ups to a minimum. I am also happy to say that I no longer need prednisone or azathioprine. Sorry, I'm not sure what the medication is. And I'm only on half the dose of cyclosporin that I was on originally. I'm still on Plaquenil, but I'm told that this plays a big part in controlling my rheumatoid arthritis, so I most likely will have to continue taking this. My goal is to have my medications reduced to as low as possible while continuing to stay in remission. I feel extremely fortunate to have always had the support of my husband, Gary, and of my family, friends, and colleagues, especially on days when my lupus decides to test me, physically and or emotionally. I have also had the assistance and support of an amazing medical team at Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center, my dentist, massage therapist, and reflexologist to help manage my disease. With the support and care I have received, I'm happy to say that my lupus has been in solid remission for almost 5 years now, and I'm feeling very well. Feeling this well made me want to set another goal. Last May, I decided that I was going to do the Scotiabank Half Marathon again, but this time I would be power walking. My goal was just to finish and not be too sore the next day. I was already doing lots of walking, and I was excited to extend the lengths of my walks and train for the race. I was determined to power walk the 21.1 kilometer to the finish line while raising money for a great charity. That great charity would be Lupus Ontario. On Sunday, October 20th, 2013, I participated in the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Half Marathon in an effort to raise $1,000 for Lupus Ontario. I ended up surpassing my fundraising goal, raising a total of $1,565. This gave me even more motivation to get out there. On the day of the race, it was a cool 7 degrees and a very chilly and uncomfortable start, with my hands and feet completely numb from my Raynaud's, despite having on warm merino wool running socks and warm mitts. As I began to walk, however, I eventually got my circulation back, and then I was really moving. It felt so good to be in race mode again with fellow athletes. It was an amazing experience, completely different from when I was able to run it 13 years ago. I was doing it for a much different reason this time, to conquer lupus in more ways than one. I'm proud to say that I completed my half marathon walk and placed 72nd out of 224 walkers, which I was thrilled with. I ended up walking a lot faster than my training walks and was very pleased with my time. I guess that's what happens when adrenaline is flowing. Everyone around you is also walking fast, and you don't have to stop at traffic lights or wait in line at Tim Hortons for a water and a bathroom like I had to do on my longer training walks. The day after the race, I was slightly stiff, but it didn't last long. It was so worth it. I would highly recommend doing this race if you are able to, as it is a nice flat course. When I crossed that finish line, I felt like I had not only finished the 21.1K, but that I had completely told my lupus who was the boss. I don't know what my next goal will be. I haven't decided whether to try a full marathon or not yet, but I do know that in the meantime, I will continue to live well with my lupus. Making lifestyle changes has made all the difference in the world to how I feel. I now fully recognize that in order to continue to live well with lupus, I need to continue to practice a lifestyle that includes self-care, regular monitoring, healthy eating, exercise, and seeking support when I need it. Believe me, 6 years ago when I was so sick, I never would have thought that I could have finished the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Half Marathon. Somehow, by making good choices and setting goals, I did finish the race, and I'm so glad that I stuck with it. So, again, another really inspiring story from a lupus patient. I really hope that anyone out there with lupus will eventually experience a remission like this. It sounds amazing, and I know every case is different, and I know the severities range from one person to another, but I just really do hope that everyone can experience remission, like these two stories that I've shared with you today and yesterday. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to share this story. It's always nice to hear from various lupus patients. Sorry, my arm is getting tired. So yeah, I want to share all, different stories from different patients, so you can see how different it can be from one person to the next. So I guess that's it, guys. Thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I'm going to be trying to get some doll videos done over the weekend. Hopefully, it's a long weekend coming up, and there are some things that I want to do with the babies, so stay tuned for that. And once more, don't forget to check out the links in the description below. They are telling you how you can sponsor me on my walk for lupus, or you can support my fundraising efforts by purchasing a bracelet that, like the one that I'm wearing today, that I made. Charla, if you noticed on her channel yesterday, she received the bracelet she bought from me. And I thank you so much, Charla, for your support in that fundraising effort. It will definitely go towards the end total at the end of the month, which it works out really well that the Walk for Lupus is at the end of the month, because all money raised for the walk or through the sales of the bracelets and t-shirts will just all be totaled together and handed in at the walk. So I'm anxious to see how much we can raise. I'm hoping that we can reach our goal of $1,000 this year. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow in another lupus awareness video. Stay tuned. Bye, guys.